It should have. Yep, there we go. So it's just kicked in now. Excellent. Welcome, YouTubers. Thank you for being here. Everybody, again, come watch previous videos to get up to speed with what we're doing here and what's going on in the project. And just an update for the VPS. I've managed to finish the back end. So pretty chuffed. Oh, took a bit of work trying to get things connected. But yeah, so all the emails, all the triggers and all that sort of stuff to sign in. So when you sign up for either pay with crypto or fiat currency for a monthly um, rental of the VPS and my apps. So yeah, go and watch the other videos, you'll check it out. But today I finished the back end, so tomorrow I can do the video on how it all comes together and how you log in. Pretty simple also. So yeah, pretty chuffed that I've finished that. Wow. There's more to it than you think, guys, let me tell you. Setting up subscription services. It's quite tricky. Anyway, I do believe that I have got the settings for the volume better now. Can anybody give me a comment? Oh, we've got some nice numbers tonight. Hello, everybody. All you newbies, thank you for visiting. Sincerely appreciate it. So we're going to get straight into the coding and we go switch over. I just want to make sure that I've got that's all done. I'll just close down some resources here, guys, like social channels and stuff. I've got another screen. If you see my head turned, it's because I'm looking at another laptop screen. So I'm testing. I can see what's going on. Still a little delay, but I'm in Germany. And I hope you guys are all pretty safe where you are, wherever you're based. Yeah, looks like we're all good to go. Let's get into the vibe coding. So, guys, we are building out this little baby here. Let's change display. And let's get it all ready. Okay, so has it switched over? Yep, yeah, we're cooking on gas. All right, so I'm just going to refresh the page as I did without you seeing. Monkey nuts here, didn't do it. So guys, what we're building here for starters, because we've got a few new faces here, so it's just a quick recap. Some of the hodlers and guys, people who've been with the project since the beginning, which was just over 30 days ago. Thank you for being here, and thank you for new eyes on the project. And this week coming for the new month, we've got a few new strategies, marketing, and at least the VPS now. People can rent the VPS and rent all these apps literally for a monthly fee and have access to them without worrying about being and having your wallets drained. Have the PC in the cloud, that's what it's all about, so that you're safe. And then you can trade these apps. So we will eventually build out the main app. If you go back, look into the project, there's the Big Daddy app. But for starters, Pumpfun Scanner, a little Pumpfun analytics tool that I've built here. And it's a great tool. Amazing. And what it is a Chrome extension. So if we go into our repository, just to refresh, here it is. Here's our extensions here. And here is the Pumpfun Scanner Extension. So we're building a Chrome extension. And here it is here in the top right. Okay. I'm just checking the stream speed. Yeah, a little delay, but it's okay. And everything seems to be running sweet. Cool. All right. So we are building this extension here. and when because we've refreshed the page, and it only works on the live stream page. So when we open it up, this is the widget here. This is the UI. This is the pop-up, and it's filled with a lot of metrics that you can use as a trader and become sharp at trading on Pumpfun and get some numbers. Remember, more tools and more accurate, the more accurate you are at making decisions. All right, so we're just going to run a scan, and we'll just get some numbers. I'm not going to talk about this. Please go and watch previous videos. We're going to get straight into the meat and potatoes of coding the next day, of building this out, because that's what we're doing. We're building this out. Oh, some of the numbers have come up a bit. That's looking a bit bullish. That's cool. So just to recap, this number here, 60 live tokens, this is what is on the front page of this Pumpfun. So there's 60 tokens, and we are measuring their metrics and seeing what's going on Pumpfun for the day. Let's just say we've just started our day and we want to do some trades for the day. So we can look at this all the metrics on here, and we can make some accurate decisions. And you can place trades, literally, you can make decisions and then go and place a trade from here. So yeah, very powerful tool. A nice little, like the Leatherman, you know, a little tool in the toolbox. So go and check it out. Go back a couple of videos and you'll see I talk about it quite deep in depth. But I have changed a few things. I've moved the start button. I've moved it now and I made it bigger to the beginning, so you didn't have to scroll. You had to scroll down before to get to it. So I've moved it up, and I've got a few more sort of metrics going on in the background, calculus that brings a more accurate um, reading here. So of those 60 tokens on the front page in the last 24 hours, so this is token age distribution here. Last 24 hours was 11, and 23 of them are a month old already, and 18 of them are 3 months old already, and 2 of them are 6+ months old already. So you can see also the growth here, and whatever is slowed down quite a lot, because now there's nothing major. I mean, we can see here that we've got extra metrics going on here, but graduated tokens 53 in the last 24 hours moved to radium, and it takes the top 10 and reads the top 10 for safety on rug check, and only 2 passed. Top graduated token Relo, 24 hours, it's got a market cap 519, and it's had an increase of nearly 600%. Now you've got auto scan on here, you've got time zones, you can export this list of the 60 all here, every single one of them on this page. And right now I can see here, even right now I'm listed because I'm live streaming. I'm number 45 here. Here's Crypto PI. Now you can open up the page from here. Let's choose something else. Go and see, yeah, let's go and see SRX 402. Let's click on this. It'll open up a page, and here's their live stream. I can check their chart. I can see they've been rocking and rolling. Let's just change this because I think this is a bit older. This is a few days old. Oh, it's come back. Wow, that's pretty cool. Well, good on them. Interesting. All right, so go back, guys, have a look. You can export this stuff for metrics, and you can create some very interesting stuff, analytics, and when you want to start trading, you can see, right, this has just climbed 2%. Maybe there's something going on here. Maybe we go and view it, check it out. If we want to place a trade, place a trade. So you can make decisions from here as well. Look at this, man. These projects are so dead. What a shame. Man, these guys have been hit hard. There's a lot of projects here. As we know, Pumpfun is yeah, it was a lot of degens and cheats here that just don't really, there's no longevity. Look at that, negative 96%, 49 days down. Wow, what a shame. Anyways, so we're building this tool for our arsenal. Let's go. I'm just going to shut down everything here because, well, we keep that open. What's the market looking like? Still red. Look at that. Shame. Yeah, it's a bit of a troublesome times at the moment, but we keep our head up because we're building, getting ready, getting all these tools. Yeah, we're getting this stuff together. All right, and you've got access to these tools through the VPS. And yeah, they're off your machine. They're not interacting in any wallets. And on that VPS, you're going to have a computer, a Windows computer. You're going to have the main app running off that, and you're going to have Chrome running because you need the extension running as well. So all these apps are going to be in the cloud off your PC in a safe environment. You're going to set up wallets for those bots on those dexes that we use, and that's it. So you know, if my apps are draining your wallets, you can see immediately from one source. Couldn't be as simple. You know, it just makes sense. Take other people's apps and run them in the cloud in a safer environment away from your PCs. It's cool, man. All right, let's get into some coding. All right. So if you go into the socials, guys, you'll be able to see the, I've put in there, I have in the socials, you will see, there we go, there's the course. So in Telegram, there is all the documents there of this course. They're all there. You can download them and load them into the IDE, in other words, this interactive developers environment. Okay, so pretty much done it all for you. All the prompts, everything all there. All right, so now we are going to, we've did day 6 yesterday, yeah, the UI. We did the UI polish and advanced features. So we've already covered that, and that's all done. All right, so today we're doing testing and development and best practices. All right. Let me just grab a drink, guys. Just read, you can read on that. Okay. So if we, oh, whoopsie. All right, so we want to test the browser extension thoroughly, debug common issues, prepare for Chrome Web Store. We're not going to put it in the Web Store because we don't need to. Then you've got to start applying for licenses and all that sort of stuff. And this is why I want you to run these tools. You're going to build them out yourself, but you can grab these tools from the VPS if you don't want to build them out. They're accessible. And by having them in the cloud away from your PC, there's no need for me to license these things because I want you to go into a safe environment and just trade from the PC in the cloud. Then you know everything's cool, safe. It's away from your PC, and if it drains your wallets, you know exactly where it's coming from. So it's just a safer way of doing this. All right. Anyway, so we are going to crack on with our prompt, our first prompt, and we're going to create a comprehensive testing checklist. So we're going to copy that, and we're going to paste it into the AI down below. and we're going to Control V and hit enter. And let it do its magic. Amazing. Man, I wish I was 20 years younger. I could build out so many tools and things. You guys have got this at your doorstep. This is so easy. And I'm teaching you how to vibe code. Please, you need to also go out and make things, build things. When you learn how to vibe code, it's incredible. It's a tool. We've got AI at our fingertips that is just impressive. Impressive. Anyway, Crypto PI is going to teach you how to do it. And then you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to say, hey, I'm going to build an app for my um, child's school, whatever, you know, or you're going to build an app for a gym routine. So many things. All right, let's see what it says. Let's go back to the beginning. All right, so the browser extension test checklist. So we're going to use this end-to-end checklist to validate your extension across Chrome, Edge, and Firefox where applicable. Track each item with the checkboxes. So installation test. We're going to install via the local unpack source, and we're going to install via the package file CRX or XPI where supported, or install from the web store, staging listed if available. So we're just going to do this one. We're going to do it on a local install, unpacked source. Okay, so we're going to verify browser compatibility on Chrome or Edge, validate the manifest.json and the v3 fields per browser requirements. So it's going to check that everything aligns. And then we've got the versions and updates. So we have update from previous stable to current. Migration runs, no data loss. Rollback behavior is safe, no crashes, gracefully disables features, and extension auto update works from a store feed. Uninstall and disable. Make sure that's all working. So we want to check on the uninstall and disable, disable and re-enable. State recovered, no duplicate listeners, and uninstall cleans up storage, alarms, and service worker state where applicable. Man, it's so clever how this shit comes together. It just thinks for you, does for you. It's impressive how this stuff just writes, just keeps going. And then, of course, what we're going to do now, because we've done quite a lot of the coding already, written the code in these files in our directory. So we've got the content.js file here, and then we've got the manifest.json file, we've got the pop-up HTML, and every project has a readme file, guys, and that is purely just a directory, a sort of a small speech on the project, so the necessary information in that project. And I'll just show you. Let me open it up. Let's go readme. So here's the readme file, and like I say, it should be in every project. Every project, all devs and whatever, always have a master readme file, and it just tells you literally about the project. And I think I did put it in here. No, I didn't. Okay. So you got the usage guide, the course readme. Oh, there you go. The course readme. I did put it in. There you go. All right. So that you can get on Discord, and I've put it in Discord, and I've put it in Telegram as well. So you're free to grab that and you're free to work along with me, or you can go out and build it yourself. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to get some trust from me. I want you to go build it yourself, or I give it to you and you run it and you test it and see that this is not, there's no malicious code in this, and it's not draining your wallets. And none better than for you to build it yourself. And you're going to wake up, man, and you're going to say, this is something cool. When you build these tools, it's amazing stuff. All right. So we are still reading along what it's asking us to do. So manage the install, um, enterprise policies allow install, restricted environments don't break core functionality. Okay, yeah, that's cool. So permission and testing, required versus optional permissions. So only necessary permissions are requested at install. Optional permissions requested just in time with a clear rationale. Revoking optional permissions degrades gracefully. Cool. All right. We've got the host permissions. Tests on all sites. And so this only works on Pumpfun. Only. It shouldn't work on anything else. So if I open this up and I refresh this, there's no, it should not load on any other site. And this is also part of the code that we've put in, so that it doesn't flash up on the sidebar on other sites. Pretty cool, huh? So even if I refresh this here, because we're not on the live stream site, it's not showing. But here, we're on the live stream site and it's showing. So that's the code that we've put in, and what the tests that we have to do. Sorry. Okay, so just checking, guys, if there's any comments, and just making sure that sound is all good. Yep, we're still rocking and rolling. That seems to be cool. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to crack on reading. I just want to make sure that you read what we're going to be doing here. So sensitive APIs, access to tabs, cookies, history, downloads, clipboard, identity tested with prompts. Denied permissions is handled without crashes and with helpful UI. And then incognito, private mode. So behavior when allow in incognito is enabled or disabled. No leakage of normal mode data into incognito or vice versa. Clever, man. Oh, the stuff just, yeah, it's amazing. So I want you to, because now, I mean, I can spend an hour just reading through here what it's done. But what we're going to do, as you start coding and as you plug these prompts in, you are going to read this. You are going to learn this, because the more you learn this and read what it's done, it just starts to click. It starts to gel in your head how well this is going. What's happened here? Looks like we've dropped off, guys. Oh my goodness me. What's happened here now? Oh my goodness. It's dropped off. Why? Let's try again. I cannot believe this. Sorry, guys. Sorry that dropped off. I have no idea why. That's not cool. All right, let's get back to the meat and potatoes. Okay, so where were we? We were talking about um, coding, and we were talking about reading. So I want you to get to a stage where you are reading all of this information, because the more you read it, the more it'll come naturally, and you'll start working out how the functions come together and how to start thinking like a developer in a way. I'm not asking you to learn coding, because AI will do it all for you, but I just want you to start reading exactly what it's done, because it's so valuable. It's impressive what this thing can do. When I started, I did my developers, I did a crash course in Python 18 months ago. Yeah, 18 months ago. And man, I needed AI back then to help me learn, and it was still so rusty. Now it's come so far. It's so powerful. It's impressive. Absolutely impressive. Yeah, it is. unbelievable what it can do. So I'm asking you to read as you go along, yeah, and especially the last paragraph. The last paragraph is always very valuable also. So read what it's done and then the last paragraph. So recommended actions, we adopt this checklist in your Q&A template. We automate core flows with Playwright and Puppeteer where feasible. We don't need to do all of this. This is a little bit more thinking outside the box for more professional developers, but because we're just building a basic app here, there's no need to go deeper than that. But I'm telling you how this summary would work and how this all comes together. All right, so we are going to track results per browser and release to prevent regression. Summary: delivered a detailed sectioned markdown checklist covering installation, permissions, UI, UX, functionality, error handling, performance, and security for browser extensions. Wow, impressive. So I'm just seeing now that we are going to move on. I'm going to do the next prompt because we will load it and then we will do a test to see what it's doing, if it's doing anything right now, because we've written quite a lot of code already. So if we go to the content.js page, here's our code here. And how many lines have we got in here? 444 lines of code here. And we go to the manifest JSON. We can see that we've got a little less, of course, because it's the JSON manifest file. And this file here, the manifest file, is very important. It tells you about the project and what tools, and literally, the title of the project, as you can see, the name of the project and all that, description, so, and the icons. So like that's the main sort of front page of the directory. And then the pop-up, this is the actual pop-up itself, the code behind the pop-up. Has this dropped off again? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh no, it hasn't. Yeah, it has. Oh, this is crazy. Sorry guys, this is... I got a bad internet here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to stop this. All right, now we're back. My goodness me, guys, I'm so sorry if this carries on. I cannot carry on like this. It's a very bad connection. Terrible. All right, so now it's working clear. Huh. Sorry, not much I can do here. From one extreme to another, hey. All right, so so we've done that code. So this folder's ready to go. And the styles. So of course the styles is the color and the style, the layout, and what have you. So all what we see here, the different colors, the styles, the cards. So these are called cards, where the metrics information are stored, and then of course all the information behind that goes on behind. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Now we are, so that's what we've done on the first prompt. Oh, the token list, that was the last file. So all this code's done. This is quite a bit of code here, although we're still going to add to it because there's day 8 where there was a few tweaks that I had done. All right, so that is, yeah. Remember, you can grab all the files from social media. Okay. All right, so let's close that down. Let's close that. Sorry, I closed down the 7-day. So here it is. Okay, so the next prompt is Chrome Web Store listing. Write a compelling Chrome Web Store description for my scanner, including SEO for describe. Oh, beautiful. So what it's done, the AI, I forgot that I put all this stuff in it because I wrote this a good few days ago. And this is where you, as a developer who's going to learn vibe coding, where you can build out apps, Chrome extension, all these browser extension apps. And this is part of writing the entry into getting licenses and stuff for those apps. And it's something that we should all still learn. But I'm going to skip that step because we're going to just build this out ourselves. We're not going to be putting it on Chrome, so we're not going to be applying for licensing. So I'm going to skip that particular one, and we're going to go to prompt 3. Now, background JS side panel control. So we are going to implement a background JS logic to scope the side panel strictly to Pumpfun. So again, this only works on Pumpfun, so we're putting the logic um, and functionality in to recognize pump.fun live page only is when this should pop up. It shouldn't pop up on any other page at all, or any other website. So the helper is Pumpfun, your URL to match Pumpfun host names, and on install and on startup, iterate all tabs if pump.fun. You want the side panel dot set options path for the pop-up. On install, enabled as true, yeah. So, and then the else you want to set it enabled. So false and closed the panel for that window. So we're setting the true statement, true and false statements, that if it's on the page, it's true. If it's off the page, it's false. And that's what we want to identify. And then we need to listen for the SPA history, the web navigation dot on committed, web navigation on history state updated. So interesting. You got to learn. You got to learn about this stuff, and you're going to wake up and you're going to say, "Wow, it's quite interesting, guys." When you get your head around this, and it comes quite quick. You can imagine a person at my age learning this, but the AI is doing it all for you. And man, you're just creaming it. You can just cream it, literally. If you're younger, of course you are. Most of you are. Nice to have you on board. All the new faces, thank you for being here. And just to recap, we are building this little baby tool here for those new faces. It's a metrics tool. And it gives you nice information on Pumpfun's live stream page only. And it's a smart tool. Okay, so just back to the coding. So we are going to take this now. We're going to copy it. Did I copy it? Yep. And we're now going to paste. So also, guys, as I've said previously, give it a thumbs up when you're building code and whatever. If you're happy with the results, that it's done. Because the AI is learning all the time, and it's up to us as users to keep educating it and saying, hey, beautiful, man, just keep it rocking and rolling and just keep going, because it's learning all the time. So it needs a thumbs up. All right. Hit enter. So that's the last prompt. Let that do some. So there we go. It's starting to create because it's in its thinking. Yeah, as you can see. Oh, now that streaming's come all nice and clear. That's great. After the third connection. So I'm sorry about the bad connection and the bad internet, guys. Can't help that. Alright, here we go. So what it's done, it's built out a few lines, added a few lines, and going to subtract a few lines in the manifest.json file. Because remember, that exists in our directory already. And remember, red and green. Red, delete, green, accept. So when I say accept, red is what the AI is saying we must delete, and green is what it's going to replace and what it's updated and edited. Okay, so whenever I get two blocks, red and green, I like to have a look and make sure, okay, what is it doing? Okay, so it's taking away notifications, but it's bringing it back and it's added two more. Cool, happy with that. It's taking away the default pop-up. Obviously, now we can read through here. If you are going to see, here it is here. So before we, this is as now, because I'm a little bit more advanced, I rush through this because I'm so used to it now. But you should read literally what it's done. And it's implemented a MV3 JS background.js service worker that strictly scopes the side panel to Pumpfun and keeps the toolbar action enabled only on Pumpfun tabs. And what it's changed, background service worker, added the JS with JS as Pumpfun your URL helper, which is matching, and a subdomain. So it's put in the information on the pump.fun domain and its alternative subdomains as well. Set panel behavior and full tab window navigate listeners to keep side panel action state synced. So it keeps it in that side panel, you know, imagine. And the action click opens the side panel only on Pumpfun, otherwise keeps it disabled. Pretty cool. So the updates, it added tabs, and web navigation to permissions. It removed section.default pop-up, so clicks are handled programmatically. And it kept the side panel default path and kept host permissions. Clever, man. So the event coverage implemented, you can read up on that. Behavior specifics, man, it's just the information is abundance of what it does. And I just want to, I mean, I could spend hours, these sessions can just turn into hours if I'm going to read all what it's done. But I want you to read that because I want you to learn how to do this. And the more you read, just like anything, just like reading a book, just like going to school, where they teach you how to read so that you can get it in your head, and the more fluent you will become. It's just nature, you know. Anyways, I've done it all for you. I've done all the prompts, everything. You just need to read and just get into it and build this out. And in the next day or two, we're going to start testing it. It's almost done. Yeah. So install, startup, sweep, all that sort of stuff. So the quick tests, quick test setups, steps, quick test steps. Now, I'm not going to do any testing tonight, because once we start opening the tabs and we start checking things, that's now, you don't want to let go, because now you're starting to test, and that could go into 2 days, 3 days to make some tweaks. So it's not a 7-day course, it's 8 days. The 8-day course itself can go into 12 days, because by the time it's all done and tested, it could be 12 days. Anyway, I'm going to close it. I'm going to accept this, because supposedly we've read through what we're accepting and what we're not accepting. And I'm going to go to the background, and this is the brand new file that it's done. So it's all nice green code, nice new code. And I'm going to accept this. Bang. And that's all of our blue boxes gone now, saying that we have accepted all the new code and accepted the deleted code. So we're happy with what we've done. All right. Next, improvements, optional. Then it also says telemetry guardrails. Add lightweight logging for debugging behind a flag. Edge cases. Handle Chrome or file / tabs by early returning. Okay, so now what it's doing is talking about the various browsers and how you can make a few tweaks to suit those browsers. All right, we're building it just for Chrome. I mean, we can do these tweaks. It should fit any browser, but most people, at the end of the day, after when we get to the final testing and we can do the final tweaks, is when we start doing this, and that's why it's an optional improvement, is what it's saying. So all these tweaks come later because it's nice. I like to, especially when I've got it's a built-out app, guys. I've done it for you. Just doing the prompts. Once this is finalized, then we just load it, and then we can start testing and tweaking. It becomes so easy when somebody's done it for you. All right, I'm just going to give it a thumbs up also. So the total summary, remember, the last paragraph is always very important. We've implemented the background.js MV3 service worker to scope the side panel strictly to Pumpfun. That's cool. Updated manifest permissions and removed default pop-up to enable programmatic action handling. And we've added all request listeners and behavior for tabs, windows, navigation, and action clicks. Pretty cool, eh? So I hope the sound is all good, guys. I really do. I'm just waffling on, cracking on. Yeah, nice. Very good. And we're still streaming. That's good. Awesome. Okay. All right. So we've done that file. That's completed. And that's been updated, the manifest JSON. Now, right, well, there's nothing else to do for today, because tomorrow is day 8. This is the additional day where we've got to do some advanced polishing and production features. But what I'm going to do is we're going to start off, we're going to run it and see what we've done already. Then we're going to go into day 8 and we're going to start plugging in all these added extra goodies to get it up to where it should be, which is all nice and polished and finished and colorful. Let's do one last scan before we call it a day, because remember, I only do 1 hour, 1.5 hour sessions, guys, because we're humans. We haven't got much of a bloody concentration span anymore. So let's refresh the page. Refresh. That's all good. And we're going to do a, now just to show you also in the back end, if I had this on the home page, let's go to the home page, and I hit start scan, boom, it won't do it because it's not on the live go, and it's, here's the button here, go live feed. Isn't that cool? And even if I was on the advanced page and I tried it, start scan, it won't go. This keeps flashing. It needs to be on the live feed page. So you can click that and it will load the live feed page. And now we can do a scan. Bang. Let's do a last scan before we sign off for the day, because we are almost at a point of going to be testing this. So tomorrow we'll start running it and testing it. Let's see what comes back. Well, it's good to see that the market cap, graduated market cap, has picked up a bit, because that's 185. That's good. Before, I mean, yesterday, and oh, yeah, it dropped right down to 34K. Yeah, but still, yeah. Oh, we've got 3 graduated in the last hour. Pump drop, XAPI, and onboarding. Mm. The top graduated token, Relo. Can we see Relo here? If we don't see it, oh, there it is. Let's go and see this. I haven't even looked at these projects before we sign off. Yeah, 14 people watching. It's the same, guys. There's not many eyeballs. Pumpfun. Yeah, sorry to say it. It's just pump and dump. Ah, why did I switch that? I wanted to see the chart. There's no numbers on Pumpfun anymore. We have to move on. Yeah, sad. Where was it? All-time high, 754. Where is it? 754. And 45 down in an hour. 45 down in an hour and 30 minutes. Damn. Yeah. Anyways, we are moving on. So VPN backend, VPS backend, all pretty much done. And tomorrow I'll do the video so you know how it all comes together, how it all works. And then around Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I start doing some marketing. And we start rocking and rolling, people. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you have done in the project so far. And I'm talking of the wonderful new faces and the wonderful old faces, because it's always the old faces that are left turning the wheels. All the newbies look at this project and say, I want my quick $5 in and $1,000 back in 1 hour. That's pump.fun for you. Yeah, it's the truth. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. That is 1 hour, just over an hour, guys. Thank you for your time. And tomorrow we will start testing. we'll start running the extension, and we will start testing. That's going to be cool. Alrighty. Thanks for joining on a Sunday. Thanks for your time and patience. And thank you, hodlers, for keeping the chart alive, and respect to you. Alright? Thank you. And we just keep on cracking on, and now we can start moving on to marketing. The VPS is coming to an end now, and the whole sign-up procedure. So it gives people access to the project, to the apps. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Some exciting times coming. All right, I'm going to sign off. Adios. Stay safe, people. Stay safe, please. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.